And welcome back to the Faux Sung Elizabeth Cookye Show, CEO and Mistress Secretary of Goddesses Incorporated. And once more, like I said, I cover all things from female of the Bishojo Senshi universe, women of fighting video games, and women of the anime world. And so, this episode, I'm talking about my review of the live-action Tekken movie. You know, it took me a while to realize that that movie was actually direct-to-video, and I thought they was going to release it in theaters. But of course, when you have poor advertising and poor PR, that's what you get, people that really don't know what they're doing. So, thanks once again to the Crown Princess. I'm going to give my shout-out to you, girlfriend, for letting me know that they were direct-to-videos along with the King of Fighters live-action movie. So, you know, I did look at it. I did take my time, go through it. I even looked at it a second and a third time to really realize how much they just did not follow the storyline. I think the director realized that because there was just so many sequels, 6 sequels, that he thought it would be cool to just try and just smash everybody underneath one lens and just give them a random story. Okay, so these are my corrections. You know, the person that plays Hayashi Mishima, you know, he was the same dude that played Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movie, the first release. You know, his hair really didn't look like the character from Tekken. They tried, but then somewhere along the line they got lazy and they messed up. I don't know what they were thinking, what they were doing. Though he did try to really loosely match Hayashi Mishima's personality, his characteristics, and so on and so forth. There really was no such thing as Tekken City. I don't know where they got that from. The whole world is on lockdown, is on martial law. Don't have a clue about that. They totally ignored the idea that there was the G Corporation and then the Mishima Zaibatsu, which was a conglomerate, which eventually broke away from G Corporation, and the company ends up fighting up against itself. You know, the person that plays Lee Chaolong, who is actually Mishima's adopted son since he threw Kazuya off the cliff in the Tekken 2 series. He really looks like Baek Sudo. He really did not look like Lee Chaolong, and he was only dating Anna Williams, and he was having this extreme love affair with her. She was hired by him to go take out Kazuya since Nina was incapable of doing that in the first tournament. Somehow they mixed up the storyline and said both Nina and Anna were working together. No, they were not. And then somewhere in the middle of the movie, when all the characters got captured by Lee, who was extremely jealous, which they got that part, who had his own intentions to rule the tournament, they never showed the tension between Nina and Anna. They never showed that rivalry. In fact, they were seen working together. And you know that I have to point this out, but Nina did not look like Nina, and she looked like some porn star whose face was over-injected with poisonous, what's that, Botox. She really didn't look like Nina at all, and they really looked like they couldn't fight. Now, the lady they choose for Anna, I see that they was really trying to give Anna the look that she had from the video game. But if they looked closely, she wore a Chinese dress that went all the way to the ground with slits that were very high, very much like Chun-Li. Why couldn't they just follow that? They got very close, and then once again they got lazy. Christy Monteiro, she really did not have a big bulk in the storyline. I don't know why she falls in love with Jin. That makes no sense at all. And by the time Jin realizes his destiny, his mother Jun Kazama was already killed. She wasn't killed by the Zaibatsu. You know, she was killed by Ogre. You know, I swear, it's like they just totally ignored the video game at all and said, we're going to make a futuristic version of the whole damn thing. And then Steve Fox is like some refugee who's trying to enlist fighters for Tekken to try and save their world that's under martial law. You know, Steve doesn't even know that he's the actual son of Nina Williams. When she was under cryogenic sleep during Tekken 3, they were cultivating her eggs in her ovary. They just missed everything. They just missed that. I swear that movie deserves a 0. It's just craptacular. I'm not even going to continue with the storyline anymore, because anyone who is Tekken historians, because I'm not even a Tekken tournament player, but I play enough to hold my own in tournament matches, and I've played enough to know the history and the storyline, because I really was following Anna Williams and Nina for a long time. I really favor the Nina Williams games, Death by Degrees. I played it through so I could unlock Anna to play Anna mode. So, you know, I was really looking for that to see how closely they can link the females to the actual video game, because that's what I do. All things with female fighting video games and females just in general, because they never get enough light. Eddie Gordo did look like Eddie Gordo. I gotta give him that. Brian Fury, really, he was never the winner of the Tekken tournament. I don't know where they got that from. And in fact, he's being hunted down by Yoshimitsu, who's a lone warrior. Like, if they wanted to talk about, you know, the samurai, really, they should have put Kunamitsu in there too, she's also dead. But yeah, I'm telling you, they really did not get the story right. When I think about it, I kind of laugh because it makes me think they must have had the same director who did Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And even then, Ed Boon talked about how he even hated that movie and hoped that when they work towards a third sequel, that they're going to be involved to make sure that that mistake never happens again. Just say Cookie. All right.